Hey guys, so it was my birthday last week, or earlier this week, and I've been at Rock Island, but while I was there, an awesome birthday present showed up for me here. This is from a very cool dude in Afghanistan who has been looking for interesting rifles and found a Lebel for me. Now there's a little note in my book about this because I think it's this really interesting little detail of vendors in Afghanistan know that US servicemen can bring back antique guns, and they know that that means anything dated 1898 or earlier. Well, Lebels qualify as antique. However, a great number of them were rebarreled during World War I, and the only date on a Lebel is the barrel date. So when a gun gets rebarreled during the war, now it appears to have a date of like 1915, 1916, 1917 on it, and thus it gets rejected as not an antique by customs people. So what some of these vendors in Afghanistan started doing to sell guns to US troops is they would actually take that date marking, grind it off, and re-stamp it, usually 1888, because that only requires two date stamps, a digit 1 and a digit 8. However, what's funny is, because these are guns that were generally actually antique made, they're taking like an 1890 production gun and grinding it out and re-stamping it with 1888. Anyway, the marking is pretty obvious once you know what to look for, because it doesn't look anything like the French date stamps. And it's this cool little niche thing that I really wanted to have, and I couldn't find one. So now I have one direct from Afghanistan. And hopefully no camel spiders in here with it. This is not exactly the world's greatest packing job. Clean up the styrofoam bits, but presto! All right, so if you come take a close look at this, EDB is Establishment de l'Année Belleville. They were a car company, a car manufacturer, and they only made barrels during World War I. And this has a totally fake 1888 date stamp on it, so that customs guys will pass this as an antique. The funny thing is that in reality, serial number is an AE prefix, which means it was made by Châtellerault, and I'd have to check my table for the exact date, but I suspect that's like 1890. So it is an authentic rifle, just got rebarreled and then ground over and redated in Afghanistan.